matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Throwing on the first play is Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Throwing on second and long.
Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of their back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And some room to work. The 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. From just shy of midfield, Corral. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Corral. And he fires one that's intercepted. He stiff arms him. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. And they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, Corral. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 2nd and 16. Corral under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now after the sack, we got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
1
him back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Corral looking to pass. Second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Corral. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
On the ready. Greg Green. Striker. 3-3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wright's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 27, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Corral.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground with Allen. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Corral on 1st down. Going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Green jacket. Red, yellow.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
They'll try and run it here. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to run for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And a ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the slant, this is Chark. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Black ultra. Black blue. Dog red.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Swift going to try up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run with Allen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral, he's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 83 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Panthers 20. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That's pulled in at the 32. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
My Brooklyn, cause he shot rack, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
trust, been taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but he lean.